Hi Sam. I'm excited for today's lesson. We're going to learn about the word
über,
Hi Alex.
über,
That sounds interesting. What does it mean?
Great question.
über,
Can mean over, about, or above in English. The most common use is to indicate something being over or above something else, like in,
über die Brücke,
which means over the bridge.
I see. Are there any false friends I should be aware of?
Yes, actually. Some English speakers might confuse
über,
with the English prefix over, but in German, it can also mean about. For example,
über das Thema sprechen,
means to talk about the topic.
How does the grammar work with?
über,
Is it a noun or a verb?
Good question.
über,
Is actually a preposition. However, it can also be part of compounds or verbs like,
übernehmen,
which means to take over.
Interesting. Can you tell me more about the verb?
Sure. For,
übernehmen,
in the present tense, you say,
ich übernehme, du übernimmst,
and,
sie es übernimmt,
in the past tense, it's,
ich übernahm,
and in the perfect, you say,
ich habe übernommen,
and for the imperative, you would say,
übernimm,
That sounds manageable.
remember that,
über,
is a separable prefix, so in a sentence you might say,
ich übernehme das Projekt,
meaning I am taking over the project.
Where does
über,
come from? Is there an interesting history behind it?
Definitely. The word
über,
has its roots in Old High German, where it was used similarly to signify over or above. Over time, it has maintained this meaning and even expanded into more abstract uses.
That's really cool.
It is. The evolution of language is fascinating.
Can we break down the word?
über,
Sure. The prefix
über,
itself means over or above, and it can't be split further since it's a standalone word.
So there's no suffix or root to consider.
Exactly. It's like a Lego block that stands alone, but it can attach to other words, like in,
überholen,
which means to overtake.
Are there other words that use
über,
Yes. There are quite a few. For example,
überraschen,
which means to surprise, can also be broken down into
über,
and,
raschen,
meaning to rush. Another example is
überqueren,
meaning to cross over.
Got it. What are some more examples?
Sure. Here are a few more.
übertragen,
Meaning to transmit,
überblicken,
meaning to overlook, and
überzeugen,
meaning to convince. They all start with
über,
and have interesting meanings.
How can I use
über,
in real life?
Let's think of some situations. For example, if you're at work and discussing a project, you might say,
wir müssen über die Ergebnisse sprechen.
meaning we need to talk about the results.
Okay, let me try.
Ich möchte über die Ergebnisse sprechen.
Perfect. Another situation could be when you're traveling. You might say,
Ich möchte über die Stadt lernen.
meaning I would like to learn about the city.
Ich möchte über die Stadt lernen.
How am I doing?
You're doing great. One more situation is at a party. You could say,
Lass uns über die Musik reden.
which means let's talk about the music.
Lass uns über die Musik reden.
Now, let's talk about gender hints since
Über,
is a preposition. It usually goes with nouns, so remember to check the gender of the noun it relates to.
How can I remember that?
A good hint is that many nouns that follow
über,
might end in
heit,
which are typically feminine. Think of a vivid image, like a woman standing above the clouds, to remember.
über,
Relates to being over or above.
What are some common phrases with
Über,
Some typical collocations include
über das Wetter sprechen,
meaning to talk about the weather,
über die Zukunft nachdenken,
meaning to think about the future, and
über etwas lachen,
meaning to laugh about something.
Those are useful. Are there any similar words to watch out for?
Yes. You might confuse
über,
with,
unter,
which means under. They have opposite meanings.
Can you quiz me a bit on what we've learned?
Of course. First question, what does
über,
mean in English?
It means over or about.
Correct. Next, give me a conjugation for
übernehmen,
in the present tense.
ich übernehme. Du übernimmst. Er übernimmt.
Well done. Now, tell me the past tense form for
ich,
in preteritum.
Ich übernahm.
Yes. Next question is
über,
a noun or a verb?
It's a preposition.
Right again. Last question, can you give me a sentence using?
Über.
Ich spreche über die Ergebnisse.
Perfect. To sum up, today we learned about
Über.
its meanings and how to use it in different contexts. You did a fantastic job, Sam.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed it and learned a lot today.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be using
Über.
like a pro.